Rồi, lời đầu tiên thì xin chào tất cả các bạn tân sinh viên chương trình Global Pathways. Ngày hôm nay thì chiều ngày hôm nay chúng ta bắt đầu một session trong chuỗi unboxing những ngành nghề mới của Global Pathways, và buổi chiều ngày hôm nay sẽ là buổi unbox về ngành Information System, ngành quản trị dữ liệu thông tin. Thì đây là một cái chuyên ngành khá là mới và khá là hấp dẫn đối với nhiều bạn mà có cái xu hướng mình thích học về kỹ thuật. Và ngày hôm nay thì có thầy Saran là đến từ Đại học Wollongong, khoa Faculty of Engineering. Thầy sẽ chia sẻ những thông tin liên quan đến cái chương trình Bachelor of Information System Management của Đại học Wollongong. Và một số những cái thông tin liên quan đến triển vọng ngành nghề của ngành này. Và cái buổi ngày hôm nay thì sẽ được chia sẻ bằng tiếng Anh, cho nên rằng là sau mỗi một phần thì chị sẽ dừng lại để mà kiểm tra hỏi lại các bạn để mà xem là mình có những cái phần nào mình chưa rõ, mình cần nhờ thầy giải thích thêm. Và đến cuối của cái buổi hôm nay thì mình sẽ có một cái phần Q&A khoảng 20 phút, thì lúc đó các bạn có thể đặt câu hỏi bằng tiếng Việt, thì chị sẽ hỗ trợ để mà hỏi thầy, và cũng như là khi mà thầy giải đáp xong thì chị sẽ tóm tắt lại bằng tiếng Việt cho các bạn ha. Hello Sarah, can you just turn on your video?
Yes, I did. And good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Saran. I'm from the University of Wollongong, Australia. It is nice to be here and nice to interact with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining with us today. So I'll let you to share about Bachelor of Information System Management, right?
Sure, I will. So when you say, I will start sharing my screen.
Sure, yeah. I'll leave it to you.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay. Great. Are you able to see my screen share?
Yes, we can see well.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now as I said, good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, and because it's 4:30 in the evening over here in Wollongong, and as I said before, my name is Saran or Saravanan Nagarathinam. I work as an international partnerships manager for the Faculty of Engineering and Information Sciences, in where we also teach Bachelor of Business Information Systems program. And as a part of my job, I travel to Southeast Asian countries and South Asian countries and some of the European nations to meet with the partner institutions or partner universities. And I also interact with students as a part of my job. And as a result of that, I have been to Vietnam many times. And last week, someone asked me how many times I have been to Vietnam, and I checked my passport, and then I could see so far I have traveled to Vietnam more than 11 times. And every time I come, I always enjoy, particularly I love with Saigon because of the districts, the 1, 2, 3, 5, and all the districts, very easy to move. And I enjoy the nightlife of Vietnam, which I miss at my hometown. But I always enjoy when I visit Vietnam of that aspects. So moving to the next slide. I would like to give you an overview of University of Wollongong, okay, who we are, where we are, and the numbers of our university. As you could see in the slide, we have in total 35,000, almost 35,000 students enrolled in our global campuses. That means we have campus in Australia, we have campus in Dubai, we have campus in Malaysia, we have campus in Hong Kong, And we also have a partner campuses in Singapore, China, and other locations. All together, we have 12,000 international students enrolled, and we got 9 campuses inside Australia, but only four campuses for international students, and the remaining for domestic students. And we have almost 176,000 alumni graduated from 199 countries. I always think we're just missing one country to make it as a 200 country graduates, but I'm sure that we have time to reach that goal. Changing to the next slide, the rankings, because nowadays to benchmark ourselves how we are performing in a different aspects, so ranking is one of the greatest example to say who we are. So I'm proud to say that we are top 1% universities worldwide, and we are ranked 162nd in the world and 10th in Australia. So this ranking was given by QS, which is known as a Quackrally symbol. That's a short full form as QS World University Rankings 2024. QS and Times Higher Education are the two bodies with the highest standard in the world of benchmarking the university rankings. So out of, according to them, we are ranked 162nd in the world. And if you have any questions in between, please feel free to ask in between, or if you feel that I'm talking too fast, please feel free to ask me to slow down a bit. I'm absolutely fine with that. And or you could put your questions in the chat box or in those function. We are more than happy to answer any of those questions. So I will change to the next slide. Wollongong City, okay. We all know Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth, Brisbane in Australia. But where is Wollongong? Where is the University of Wollongong is located? The University of Wollongong is located in the city of Wollongong. The city of Wollongong is south of Sydney. Sydney is the closest airport. And from the Sydney airport, it takes 1 hour or sometimes 1 hour 15 or 1 hour 20 minutes. It depends on the traffic. Or from Sydney Central train station, it takes exactly 80 minutes by train, which is a beautiful journey. One side is a mountain and one side is the sea, the South Coast Sea. And Wollongong is the sea beach city, and it's a kind of holiday destination. People from across Australia or from the outside Australia, they do come to Wollongong to enjoy the surfing lifestyle. Because as you see in the slide, you see that you are seeing the beautiful beach, and from this beach, the university campus is just 15 minutes by bus or maybe 30 minutes maximum by walk, because I live very close to the beach and I walk to the university every day. I just walk 30 minutes each way. And as you see in the slide, we have 17 beaches patrol. So patrol means that the staff will ensure the beach is safe for you to jump in. There is no sharks and no currents and things they will ensure. And that's where you go and do the surfing lifestyle. And next slides, just location and transport, which I've already spoken. And one of the main important information I would like to share, because the transportation is a bit expensive in Australia, because that's the nature of this country. We can't do much about that. However, those who come and live in Wollongong, we provide free transportation, because the bus starts from the university that goes to the beach, train station, bus station, all the shopping malls and all the important suburbs. So if you're a student, you don't need to spend a single money on the bus, public transportation. So as a result of that, you could save $2,200 per year. So imagine you come here to study 2 years, you save almost $4,400. So this is one of the advantage you have comparing to your living in other cities versus Wollongong. And moving to the next slide, accommodation. Of course, you need a place to live when you come in Australia, or even to precise to University of Wollongong. And we have a different options. One is to live with the university accommodation. As you see in the image, that's one of the we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different accommodation options provided by the University of Wollongong, and Kulubong is one of the option. That's the image what you see, which is located right in the campus. And if you have friends, you are most welcome to leave private accommodation outside the university. If you go to Google private accommodation options in Wollongong, you come to the list of options. You can choose where you want, or a homestay option. If you like to enjoy the local culture, and you could live with the local family, that's also an option. So when you're ready to come, that's when you start the choosing your accommodation options. VTV4, I understand VTV is one of the what do you call popular television channel in Vietnam, and one of the CEO of the VTV4 is she studied at the University of Wollongong. The media and the communications is what she studied with us long ago, and now she's a CEO. She was a CEO at least before COVID. I'm not sure what's the current status. So as a part of that, they came to campus and they did some of the documentary, and also they aired that program in Vietnam. And we also have a very strong cultural links with the Vietnams, because we have a Vietnamese Students Association, and where they showcase all the important events of the Vietnamese culture, and where we go and participate. And they, as a part of that, they do invite the culture, the Council General from Sydney to come to our campus to attend the gala night and all the performances and talent competitions. So this is something you don't miss your hometown or your back home when you come over here, because there's a strong connection between your preferences, and as well as your exposing your background. That's one of the classic example I always enjoy, and I always go to the stall. I always have the little food from there. And besides, city of Wollongong has almost more than 20 Vietnamese restaurants. So whenever you feel like having a proper Vietnamese food, you just go there and have Vietnamese food. Moving to the to provide the overview of the Faculty of Engineering and Information Sciences, where you will come to study your BBIS program. And in the faculty, we have 6 different schools, 3 for engineering, 1 for maths and physics, 1 for maths and applied statistics, and then the last one, the School of Computer Science and Information Technology. We call it the SKIT, and that's the school which teaches the BBIS program. Some of the subject-specific rankings, and if we choose to ignore the engineering rankings, you can see the mineral and mining engineering, we're top 50, and mechanical top 75, and civil and top 100 in the world. So that explains the in-depth research activities we do in the faculty for each and every program. For computer science and information systems, we are top 250 in the world. Because it's a big competition, because almost every university offers the computing and information systems. So among that, we are proud to say that we are top 250 in the world. Some of the services and support, because when you articulate, most international students need a bit of support at the beginning, because it's a transition time. And it will be most appealing and compelling, because your first time you're away from your family, some of your students, to ease you in the new environment. We have academic advising sessions, learning and development center, which teaches you if you need any extracurricular support. or peer assistant study sessions if you need extra hands-on, and financial counseling sessions, personal counseling sessions, because some students go through some kind of cycle. So if you need to overcome any of the issues, and we provide that. And Career Central, which teaches you to how to look jobs, where to look jobs, how to write your resumes, careers workshops, and the mock interviews. You can register for the interview test. And sometimes I do go as a panelist as well to provide critical feedback to the students so that they're ready to face the job market after graduation. Courses. This is where we'll be becoming specific of our information of Bachelor of Business Information Systems, which is known as the BBIS. As you could see in the slides, so BBIS provides a specialist program to train to analyze the business problems and find a possible solution to the business problems through maybe an IT solutions, or it could be a business analytics solutions. And you will study a mix of IT and business subjects. That's the beauty of this program. Okay, so post graduation, you have a choice to choose to be within a IT side of industry or a business side of industry, or you can have a combined side of the both side of the industry. And we have this program delivered in the two different campuses. One is in the Wollongong campus, which is our main campus, and we also have a southwestern Sydney, that is a Liverpool campus, which is closer to Cabramatta suburb in Sydney. Cabramatta is known for Vietnamese community, because there's a big Vietnamese community live there. It's just maybe a 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes by road, or 10 minutes by train, because it's only 3 stations from Liverpool to Cabramatta suburb. So it's up to you which campus you would like to study. If we look at the in-depth about this program, what this degree provides, because this degree teaches you a foundation knowledge of organizational areas in IT, including the database management, securities, networks and communication systems, human-computer interaction, which are aspects, because that's when you talk with the system, you talk with the programs, and then principles of e-businesses and management information systems to generate the reports, and the project subjects to have a project management skills accumulated through the program, and also the study areas. What you will be studying in this area is a business analysis, systems and design. Okay, what does it mean? Any business needs to have an analyzed systematic approach, and that's what you will study, how to design those areas. And then also some programming, basic programming, not as a Python and those in-depth programming, but a basic programming, and then data management, because data is the key in today's world. You have a data, everyone accumulates data. What will you do with the data is the differentiates between you and other person. Okay, you can make $1 million profit out of the data. Someone else can make $5 million profit by utilizing the same data. So how to play with the data, it's most important. And also you will study the business systems, infrastructure and security, because excuse me, security is the biggest threat in today's world. And so you have a basic overview of touching base on the security aspects. At the end, you will also study some of the commerce and accounting and management subjects, because this degree is a combination of the business aspects. So it's always good to have those business and commerce and accounting subjects, so that when you choose your path in the business area, but you have that basic background and the fundamental knowledge. jobs, because why do we study? We need to work somewhere, and in order to work somewhere, you need to have a degree. So what kind of jobs you can get in, the potentially, okay? I'm not saying these are the only jobs you are eligible to get, or I'm not saying you will get this job, but this is some of the examples where our past graduates have entered, or generally the potential where the BBIS graduates have a potential to get some of the jobs. For example, you could become auditor, or you could become a stockbroker, or you could become analyst, or you could become a financial planner by using more systems in places, or you could become a policy advisor. You could become a business advisor by setting off those business acumen skills, or a public relations coordinator, or you can go into the advertisement sector because you study the trends, past, present, future, and you need to use the data in predicting in the reach of advertisements or the target audiences, or you could become even an event manager to run those events. You need to, because those are the days or events of just, okay, you have a date and you have a few program listed, boom, you just deliver the event, people come and attend. But now it's all the social media. Okay, event management is it gone into the next level where you how you use the social media platforms, and that determines the reach of the any events. Okay, so you use this degree in gaining those knowledge and utilize that your IT and business acumen skills to reach the wider audience of the event management programs. Or you can also work in the export and import somewhere by using the data analytical skills. You could work in that industry as well. So as I said before, it's not limited, it's just an optional, and it's like an ocean. Research, yeah, because I have seen some students, they come to do an undergraduate program and then they develop greater interest in the research programs, and you have an option to enter into the research programs. We have a few research options: the master's by research or a doctorate degree. You don't need a master's program to enter a doctorate degree. That's called PhD integrated. Right after your BBS program, if you're interested, you can start your PhD integrated program, or you can do a 2-year master of research program. It's up to you. Okay, as long as you have an appetite to do a research, there's an option. Some extracurricular opportunities, because it's only again the limited what I've mentioned in the slide. You come here to study a degree, which is great, fantastic. That degree alone we won't set you out of the box. Okay, while studying at the university, you are strongly encouraged to participate in the extracurricular opportunities or activities. For example, if you're a female student, join the Women in STEM club, or UW Motorsports clubs, or even the Computing Society, or participate in the Solar Decathlon project, or choose the subject that takes you to the overseas. For example, the image you are seeing, the right bottom image where the construction site, that's in the Rwanda country, where some of our students have participated in a global emerging sustainable subject. The part of the degrees, they need to go to overseas and build something, the sustainable community, those sort of things. So it's up to you. There's a lot of options, and when you come over here, you will come to know about all these informations during the orientation and information sessions, where you can participate if you're interested in any of those extracurricular activities. So when you go to the job market, these are the extracurricular activity things, skill sets is what the employer will be impressed with you, because every student go for an interview will have a degree certificate. It could be BBIS or Bachelor of Computer Science or Bachelor of Information Technology. What sets you apart? This kind of activities, and networking is the key to get a job in Australia. The more networking you do, the more wider probability you will increase to get a job. And participating in some of the extracurricular activities leads to a networking options. Remember that whether you come to University of Wollongong or whether you go to any university in Australia or any other country, this is the base principle, applies wherever you go. So please remember this one. Now let's talk about the 1+2 option for global pathway students. Okay, I understand all of you are global pathway students. You enrolled in the program looking for the pathway opportunities. Okay, so we have a 1+2 option for global pathway students for Bachelor of Business Information Systems program. Okay, what is 1+2 option? Okay, the first 1 year or 2 years you study at a global pathways program. You need to pass all the subjects, and then you are eligible to transfer to University of Wollongong, Australia with a full credit. That means you continue the last 2 years only at the University of Wollongong, Australia, and then you will receive a Bachelor of Business Information Systems degree awarded by the University of Wollongong, Australia. Okay, so this is the what the 1+2 option mean. Okay, the next question is, of course, yes, I'm interested, I'm aware of that, but I would like to know how much will it cost, because at the end of the day, the finances matters really. Okay, according to 2023 fees, and I guess that the fee for 2024 will be slightly different, or maybe few percent increase. So 2023 fees is $36,000 approximate fees per year. Okay, so when you come to the 2 years, your fee for 2 years will be $72,000. Now, and plus the mandatory health insurance, that's according to the Australian government requirement or Department of Immigration requirement, that's you must have $1,000 at least. Plus the living cost expenses is Wollongong is not the metropolitan city, but slightly away from the metropolitan city. So we do have advantage of low cost of living. So it takes $16,000 to $18,000 is the approximate cost of living per year per person. Okay, now this includes your boarding, lodging, food, accommodation, your all the entertainment, books, textbooks, your internet, electricity bills, everything A to Z is what the cost of living includes. Now, what are the benefits? Okay, why don't I continue my degree in Vietnam and graduate from Vietnam University? Why should I come to Australia? Okay, why should I take 1+2? What are the benefits of me taking 1+2 option? Okay, I've listed some of the benefits, but there's more than this. Okay, for example, while studying, you can work 20 hours per week during the session. During the session break, there's no limitation. You can work full-time as much as possible. You could. Okay. In 1 year, we have 4 months session break. That means 8 months is a session. For 8 months, you can work only 20 hours per week. And for 4 months, you can work full-time. Okay. The average part-time wages could be from $15 to $25, sometimes more than $25. It really depends on what kind of job you get. For example, if you do a Uber food delivery, you could get $15 to $20 per hour. But if you end up working in the aged care center, looking after the senior citizens, you get $30 per hour, 35 sometimes. Or if you end up working at the university, because university also requires some part-time job students, so you get more than $36 per hour. After your degree, you can continue to do a master's program. The duration of the master's could be 1.5 or 2-year master degree. That depends on your bachelor degree. It depends on what kind of master's you would like to go. And then you will receive a 3-year stay-back option because BBIS program, and you study in Wollongong campus, you get 3 years stay-back because you'll study more than 2 years. That during those 3 years, you can work full-time. That is called post-study work rights visa. You work full-time, no limitations. You can work as much as possible. And then later on, when you become eligible, then if you want to, you can apply for PR, that is permanent residency in Australia, if you want to live in this country forever, but provided you must meet certain criteria to apply for the permanent residencies. So these are some of the benefits. Now, what are the entry requirements? Okay, what should you do at Global Pathways? Okay, you must pass all the subjects enrolled in Global Pathways, and then you must have an IELTS 6.0 overall or equivalent to IELTS. You can have a TOEFL internet-based test, or you can have a PTE academic, which is Pearson Test of English Academic, or IELTS 6.0. As long as you have any one of that, it's fine for us. Now, I would like to end the presentation with some good news about the scholarships, because any single penny saving is welcomed. Okay, for 2024 intake, okay, we offer 30%, up to 30% scholarships, okay, to the eligible students, as long as your percentage is 70 out of 100 or CGPA 3 out of 4 at Global Pathways. You are eligible to receive a 30% scholarship. The value of the 30% scholarship could be $10,000 per year is a saving. So in total 2 years, you will save $20,000. Okay, it's big money. Okay, so students, I strongly encourage, study hard, work hard, and achieve as much as possible a high score in order to receive this scholarship, to make your family proud that you articulate to study in Australia with a scholarship. That's very prestigious and less burden to you or your family and the financial matters. So that's it from me. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening, and I would be more than happy to take any questions or answer to any of the questions you may have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your sharing. We ask the student if they have any question. Ok, các bạn ơi, mình có bất kỳ câu hỏi nào hay là có cái phần nào mình chưa rõ cần nhờ thầy nói lại ấy, thì mình cũng cứ nhắn vào trong khung chat nha. Chị sẽ hỏi thầy. Khi có một bạn gửi câu hỏi. Right, I think there's 4 questions. The student sent 4 questions. The first one about what's the difference between business information system and business analytics, in your opinion?
Okay, business analytics is more of using the IT tools of analytics programs. What do you do? And information systems, okay. Analytics is more in-depth. You just narrow down in one area. The more you do more of analysis of the business areas, you get a lot of data. So you study mathematics subjects. So you use maths and IT programming tools in analyzing a large data to provide the outcome of the data. That's the more of business analytics. And a business information system or information management is more, you have a data, how to make a decision. Okay, what kind of decision information, what kind of informative decisions you could provide to the management is the biggest difference between these two programs.
Right, so yeah, right. So for the business information system is where you you provide the informative decision, right, to the manager.
Yes.
Yeah. And business analytics is using those data to analyze only. So it's kind of like narrower than the business information system one.
Information systems. Okay. In other words, both analytics and information systems are more important fields. Okay, that contributes to better future in different ways. Okay, so both are the different base systems, and I could say that.
Okay, so is it more like business information system require more IT knowledge than business analytics?
That's correct, yes.
Rồi, Tâm nhắc lại một chút về cái câu trả lời của thầy. Thì về Business Analytics thì các bạn sẽ học cụ thể là những cái kỹ năng phân tích trong doanh nghiệp, mà mình sử dụng những cái thông tin, những cái data, dữ liệu để mình phân tích, và mình đưa ra quyết định theo cái hướng gọi là Business Strategy. Còn cái Business Information System nó thiên về IT nhiều hơn, và các bạn sẽ đưa cho người quản lý những cái thông tin liên quan đến việc là quản trị về cái dữ liệu như thế nào. Thì một cái để mình hình dung là cái IT nó, cái Business Information System nó thiên hướng về IT, nó thiên hướng về hệ thống nhiều hơn, là cái Business Analytics là các bạn dùng cái kết quả đó để các bạn bắt đầu phân tích theo cái hướng này, nó thiên về business nhiều hơn ha. Okay, next question. Does what University of Wollongong have students apply for internship in the studying period?
Sorry?
It's asking whether university have students apply for internship when they were studying.
No, there's no compulsory to do an internship program, because all the programs are governed by the respective bodies. For engineering is Engineers Australia, and for all the computing IT programs, it's ACS, which is Australian Computer Society, is the body, the governing body. So this bodies does not require a student to have an internship as a compulsory component. If students out of interest, if they want to do somewhere else, yes, they are most welcome, but it's not a compulsory aspect.
All right, thank you. Đối với lại chương trình thực tập thì nó không phải là bắt buộc trong cái khóa học này của mình, cho nên rằng là nếu như các bạn có cái hứng thú muốn tìm thực tập thì các bạn có thể đến cái văn phòng gọi là Career Service của trường á, để được hỗ trợ thêm. Tuy nhiên thì nó không bắt buộc trong khóa học của mình ha. Alright, the next one. I think you answered this one already. Is the BBIS more focused on business side or IT field? So it's more on the IT field than the others. Okay, right. Okay, next one. After graduation, does University of Wollongong have connect students with potential employer? Right, they're asking about the career opportunity or support after graduation.
It's really hard to say, because our graduates are according to Australian law, our graduates are not compelled to inform the firm, the companies where they work post graduation. But we do gather data because they join Deloitte Australia, they join KPMG, they join in there's a lot of small and medium scale IT organizations or business organizations where they go, and larger organizations like Deloitte, KPMG, and this one JP Morgan Chase, and also Ernst & Young, EY, and Slasberries. But these are some of the firms where our graduates go. I'm particularly thinking about the computing IT or BBIS graduates, where the firms where they go. But if any students are particularly looking, I can ask my Career Central team to gather those data.
All right, so if they want support, career support, you can just come to the career service team. Even after they graduate, like they can still reach if they want support from university.
Yes. Okay. Of course they can.
All right, thank you. All right, next one. How do you like the life in Wollongong, and especially the university environment? I think they mean surroundings. So do you ever think about moving to another city like Sydney, Melbourne, or Brisbane, since Wollongong is sometimes a bit unexciting and the average salary might be lower than other cities?
It's a great question, and but it comes down to the individual preference, I would say. In my case, let's take me as an example. I came as a student to study a Master of Business Administration at the University of Wollongong, and I was working in Dubai at that point in time, and I was really sick of the city lifestyle in Dubai. So when I came here, although I have option to study in the Sydney CBD campus, but I deliberately chose Wollongong campus to have a relaxed lifestyle. Uh, After coming here, I really fell in love with Wollongong. Okay, it's not far away from the big city. It's just 1 hour drive to Sydney. At the same time, this city has everything: beach, quiet lifestyle. At the same time, vibrant lifestyle in the evenings as well. And so it really suited me, and it's been almost um, 12 and a half years, more than 12 years, I live in Wollongong and I enjoy. And my family is in Wollongong now, and we have a house in Wollongong. And I work in the University of Wollongong, and I really love. Maybe I will move to a different city, perhaps in the future, if I get a job in other university. If I get a job in Melbourne or Sydney or Brisbane, or my wife, if her job changes, if she wants me to go with her, then I'll resign and go. It depends if I get a better job or she gets a better jobs and whatever it is. Okay, as a family, okay, movement. Okay, that's when I will leave. Other than that, I don't intend to leave Wollongong. But if you're a young student, you always love the nightlife that you need. Night 12, 1, 2 o'clock, going out with the friends and more vibrant thing. Maybe Sydney, it's not bad, but at the same time, Wollongong also do offer all the. We have a great pubs, we have a discotheques, and we have that nightlife as well in Wollongong. I'm not saying we don't, but it's again it comes down to a purely or individual preference.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you. Yeah.
Thầy có share một chút xíu về cái nhịp sống ở Wollongong, thì bởi vì rằng là thầy thích cái nhịp sống ở Wollongong là có nói chung là cũng khá là yên bình, nhưng mà nó không phải rằng là nó quá là xa thành phố lớn, chỉ mất 1 tiếng để đi đến Sydney thôi. Cho nên rằng là cũng có nhịp sống nightlife, mặc dù không nhộn nhịp bằng các thành phố lớn nhưng cũng có. Cho nên cái này thì cũng tùy theo cái sở thích và mong muốn của từng người ha. Cái này thì tùy vào các bạn thích và thấy hợp hay không thôi. Alright, next one, what kind of extracurricular activities do you recommend to expand our networking? I think we've already mentioned about it, but they want more details. Any suggestion?
Yeah, I will. So there's a few, quite a few options. The one is being part of your cultural societies. Okay, there is a cultural societies and academic societies, like our cultural clubs and academic clubs. When it comes to cultural club, Vietnamese Student Association is one of the strongest and largest Vietnamese student associations. When you come here, be part of that. That opens a door to mingle with the other Vietnamese students. Okay, but you're coming to Australia, you need to expand your network outside of the Vietnamese community. Okay, so that's when the academic clubs like computing society clubs and sports club. If you're good in sports, we have a great gym. We have all the sports club, soccer, cricket, tennis, network, swimming, badminton, hockey, squash, and baseball, and all the things. Join in one of those clubs. Okay, and this is where you set your networking the base level. And on top of that, the university organizes the industry-specific networking events. Register to that, go make new friends. So that's the best starting point to expand your networking skills in Australia. And we also offer English speaking classes, couch conversations, English speaking classes. It's not, I'm not saying that you're not good in English, but that provides an opportunity to improve more. and that also provides an opportunity to expand your network and make friends with the locals. And also culture conversation is just a casual conversation. You go in a room where there are 15, 20 strangers sitting in the room. Everyone is new. Just is a platform to talk with the real people, not in the social media, not the Facebook friends, is the real friends. Okay, in that room, it could be from Aussie locals, or could be someone from Africa, someone from America, someone from Europe, someone from India, someone from Pakistan, someone from Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. There'll be a mix of students. Okay, you just go make friends, talk with them. So that's one of the platform. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Chia sẻ một chút về nha, những thầy có liên quan thì một cái mà cơ bản nhất khi mà các bạn có thể để mở rộng network của các bạn, mở rộng các mạng lưới của các bạn thì các bạn có thể tham gia các câu lạc bộ tại trường ha. Ngoại trừ cái cộng đồng Việt Nam thì cộng đồng sinh viên Việt Nam thì mình có thể tham gia những cái câu lạc bộ khác. Ví dụ như nếu mà bạn học về BBIS, bạn có thể tham gia câu lạc bộ về Computer Science, hay là mình có những cái câu lạc bộ thể thao để mà các bạn có thể tham gia, thì từ đó là cái network của mình sẽ được mở rộng ra. Và thêm vào đó thì trường cũng tổ chức rất là nhiều những cái sự kiện networking event với industry chẳng hạn, thì các bạn có thể có cơ hội để mà gặp các công ty, các nhà tuyển dụng để mà mình mở rộng thêm cái network của mình. Ở trường thì sẽ có rất nhiều những hoạt động để cho các bạn tham gia, thì mình đăng ký vào những cái hoạt động đó, và đương nhiên là khi mà mình đăng ký vào, mình gặp những người, mình đi vào một cái sự kiện và mình gặp những con người mới, thì mình phải chủ động mình tiếp cận, mình chủ động mình giao tiếp với họ, thì để mình mở rộng thêm được network của mình ha. Okay, let me see next one. What is the criteria for the one-year master program in, I think, BA, I think Business Analytics or Business Information System? All right, they care about the master program.
Okay. There are a few options for the master's program when you graduate with a BBIS program. One, you can do a 2-year Master of Computer Science or a 2-year Master of Information Technology, or 1.5-year Master of Information Technology. The Master of Computer Science, you have a majors like a big data, AI, cybersecurity, and those things. And in Master of Information Technology, you have IT management, enterprise networking. Or you can do a 1-year Master of Business Analytics. Okay, 1-year Master of Business Analytics, 1-year Master of Management, 1-year Master of Supply Chain Management, 1-year Master of Mathematical Sciences as well. So these are quite a few options. It's really up to you. I mean, as long as you have a BBIS graduation, you are eligible to enter into any of this program. Okay, based on your interest, based on where you see yourself in the future, you can choose any of those master's programs.
Yeah, right. Just to make it clarify a little bit. So basically, if they want to study the master related to the computer science, or you mentioned about major related to big data or cybersecurity, so it needs 2 years, right?
Yes, 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. If it's like other field like business analytics or supply chain management, it's around 1 year.
1 year.
Okay,
Yes,
got it.
that's correct.
Rồi, nếu mà mình có xu hướng mình muốn học lên thạc sĩ, thì nếu như là bằng business analytics á, thì nó sẽ là 1 năm. Còn nếu như mà mình học thiên về khoa học máy tính á, những cái ngành ví dụ như là big data hay là an ninh mạng á, thì nó sẽ mất khoảng 2 năm. Thì các cái thông tin này các bạn có thể tìm hiểu thêm ở trên website của trường Wollongong ha. Thì khi mà bạn đã học tốt nghiệp với cái bằng BBIS thì các bạn hoàn toàn đủ điều kiện để mà học các chương trình master của trường. Alright, next one. Aside from the scholarship, does the university give all the financial aid to Global Pathway students if they need more financial support?
No, I mean, the 30% scholarship is what we provide to the eligible students for the duration of 2 years. I mean, if you if you seek any external scholarship, that's up to you. Sometimes the respective government provides an external scholarships, and but from the university side, if you're eligible, you will get those 30% scholarship.
All right. So basically, the scholarship is merit-based, right? It's based on their
Purely
result.
merit-based.
Yeah,
Yes.
merit-based. And all the things related to financial aid, like need to check further. And maybe because I saw that you say that their department office taking care of that part, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's correct.
Thì đối với câu hỏi này của mình ha, thì đối với cái học bổng á, mà hồi nãy thầy có giới thiệu á, thì các bạn cũng có thể coi trên cái website của KFO. Thì học bổng này là hoàn toàn dựa trên cái kết quả học ở giai đoạn 1 của các bạn tại Việt Nam, tại Việt Nam SB, có thể là 20 cho đến 30%. Thì cái chính sách học bổng này thì sẽ được cập nhật liên tục trên website của KFO, cho nên các bạn có thể liên tục mà mình lên cho nó mình theo dõi ha. Rồi về cái hỗ trợ tài chính thì khi mà bạn nhập học ở Wollongong, bạn cần hỗ trợ tài chính thì cũng tùy theo từng trường hợp một, mình sẽ liên hệ với lại cái bên văn phòng mà hỗ trợ về phần này để có thêm thông tin và được hỗ trợ thêm ha. Alright, there's a question that if I study this degree, I can work in any company, any corporate, not necessary to be in the one industry of the computer science only, right?
No, you can work in the corporates as well. It really how you position yourself in the job market, whether in Australia or outside Australia. Like you need to sell yourself by having this degree, and there's no limitation of which companies you should be going.
Okay. Nếu mà mình học ngành này thì mình có thể làm bất kỳ công ty lớn nào, mình không phân biệt về cái lĩnh vực, về cái công ty đó đang hoạt động ha. Tuy nhiên thì bởi vì cái vị trí của mình thì mình là làm về bên mảng quản trị thông tin về khoa học dữ liệu, cho nên mình sẽ làm cái vị trí đó ở công ty. Còn cái mảng industry nào á, thì tùy vào cái định hướng của bạn. Cái đó thì không hề bị giới hạn. Right, next question. Would you please share more about some kind of part-time job working for university with student can earn around $30 to $36 per hour that you mentioned?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you need to look for the advertisements. The advertisement comes through the Career Central, and then you apply. Second is networking. You make friends and you make connections, and you do some volunteer jobs. There are some clubs and societies where they need you to work for free as a volunteer, and any volunteer jobs in Australia is largely appreciated. And then you use that as to get an entry in the university. So the jobs in university are like being a student ambassador and as a data entry operator, or providing some assistance job, or representing in some events, helping in some events. These are some university jobs. I mean, there's a heaps. At the same time, they're highly competitive because the university pays as per the government highest rates. So most students would compete, but you never know. Okay, you need to keep on trying to get something. I mean, as an example, if I go back to myself 12 years ago, when I started to study, first 6 months I did not work anywhere because I just want to settle. I just want to get used to the new study environment. And in my second semester or second session, I saw an advertisement to work in the university. I applied. I gone through the. I went for an interview, and I got a job as an admissions assistant. So my first job at the university is all the student applications. When it comes to university, my job was to put those details in the computer, data entry. That's what I started. But that one job led to second job, third job, fourth job, fifth job. The one I'm doing right now is my 7th job within the university.
Right.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
amazing. Like a long journey with the university.
Yes, I agree. So if it happens to me, it can happen to you as well. Pretty simple. But you need to have that appetite. You need to have the right attitude, network. That's the main thing. But why I'm keep on saying networking is statistically in Australia, almost 60% jobs in Australia get filled through the networking. The remaining 40% jobs get advertised. Now it is up to you whether you want to compete with those 40% jobs where everyone competes, or you want to be smart enough to be in the 60% aspects.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ok, ở đây thì thầy có share một chút về những cái liên quan đến cái công việc. Bạn này thì có hỏi là về part-time job thôi, về công việc làm thêm tại trường thôi. Thì nếu như các công việc làm thêm tại trường thì nó có thể như là làm đại sứ sinh viên này, rồi giống như là các bạn hỗ trợ các bạn sinh viên mới vậy đó. Rồi mình có thể là data entry, là mình nhập dữ liệu, cũng có thể là làm trợ lý nghiên cứu cho các thầy cô, hoặc là có thể tham gia hỗ trợ những cái sự kiện đó. Thì thầy có chia sẻ một chút xíu là cái chặng đường để mà bạn kiếm được những cái công việc ở trong trường, thì nó có thể bắt đầu từ chính những cái công việc mà tình nguyện, và các bạn làm cái công việc volunteer ở trong trường trước. Thì những công việc này ban đầu thì nó không có trả lương, đó là nhưng mà về sau á, thì khi mà mình có được cái network với lại mọi người trong trường rồi, thì cái cơ hội để mà mình kiếm được cái công việc chính thức á, công việc mà được trả lương á, thì nó sẽ cao hơn rất là nhiều. Và có một cái điểm thầy có chia sẻ về cái hành trình của thầy ở tại Wollongong. Thì ngày xưa thầy cũng bắt đầu bằng cái vị trí rằng là hỗ trợ bên văn phòng tuyển sinh, rồi sau đó là nhiều công việc khác nhau tiếp nối. Và hiện tại bây giờ công việc hiện tại của thầy là công việc thứ 7 tại trường Wollongong rồi. Và ở nước Úc thì có một cái điểm là 60% các công việc ở Úc được tuyển dụng nhờ vào networking đó. Còn 40% còn lại mới là công việc mà được đăng tuyển dụng. Thế thì nếu như mà bạn có thể xây dựng những mạng lưới networking cho mình ở Úc, thì cái việc mà cơ hội các bạn kiếm được nghề nghiệp công việc sẽ là cao hơn rất là nhiều, so với việc rằng là bạn phải cạnh tranh trong 40% những cái công việc mà được đăng tuyển dụng đó. Okay, next one. They asking whether this this degree have to learn about programming, right? I think they missed the first part, and it's asking, I think this degree is in the list, like priority list, to stay after graduate. Okay, would this trend change in the future, in the near future, when they transfer?
Near future, no one can predict. That's something the government decisions. But one thing I can 100% say that any students who are enrolling in 2023 or 2024, they will have 3-year stay back visa, provided they study minimum 2 years in Wollongong. Okay, that is guaranteed. And then in 2025, if the government changes the rule, that we can't say anything, but at least the government, any rule changes, the government will let us know at least 6 months in advance. So you have a adequate time to make a decision whether to come to Australia, to go to somewhere else. Okay, but in historically, if I want to say, this will be in place for at least next couple of years, at least for next 3-4 years, there will be. Okay, so definitely you will get the 3-year stay back, but the program on the list, when you say list for the PR, there's things that also changes from time to time. No one can predict what the list will be for the next year, but largely speaking, this country always requires skilled people. That includes IT, computing, engineering, and medical fields are always, for the last 15 years, they're always on the list. And based on the statistics, these skills are in high demand in Australia. So it will be on the list, generally speaking, but any government decisions, no one can guarantee, any person, any university, any immigration agent, anyone cannot guarantee how long it will be on the list.
Right, thank you. I just want to check, you mentioned about 3 years after graduate.
Yes.
But is it like due to the regional status, or is it because specifically for this degree?
Due to the regional status. For Wollongong, 3 years. Yeah.
Okay, got it, right.
2 + 1, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ok, thì trước tiên thì thầy cũng nói là về cái chính sách của chính phủ thì mình không có cái gì để đảm bảo hết ha. Cho nên là cái chuyện mà có trong danh sách ưu tiên hay là không trong vòng vài năm tới thì cái này không chắc. Tuy nhiên thì cái thông tin của chính phủ sẽ luôn cập nhật cho các bạn và áp dụng nghĩa là trước 6 tháng trước khi mà nó sẽ áp dụng. Cho nên là các bạn vẫn sẽ có được cái thông tin đó trước để mà bạn có thể có những cái quyết định cho mình. Tuy nhiên thì về cái nhu cầu về nghề nghiệp á, về trong cái thị trường việc làm thì đối với cái khối ngành IT hay là về khoa học dữ liệu á, thì nó sẽ luôn luôn high demand, luôn luôn có cái nhu cầu cao tại nước Úc ha, đối với cái khối ngành liên quan đến IT và khoa học máy tính này. Và về ngành này thì có phải học lập trình. Cái đoạn đầu á, thì chắc là bạn vào trễ, thì cái đoạn đầu thầy có share một số các môn học thì các bạn sẽ phải học về lập trình, các bạn phải học về những cái liên quan đến khoa học dữ liệu ha. Đó, thì cái ngành này nó thiên nhiều về IT mà, cho nên là mình sẽ phải học những cái đó. Next one, there's someone asking, I'm not quite familiar with the computer's skills, like not having any chance with the technology or the programming language. So would it be difficult to choose this degree?
No. Just come with an attitude, it's more than sufficient. You don't need to have any prerequisite background.
All right, so they're gonna learn it.
Yes.
Right, they learn it from the beginning, so no need to have any.
That's correct. Yeah.
Right, so how about when they transfer, would they be able to change their degree or change to a different program?
So what exactly the transfer means, like from global pathways?
Yeah. When they went to Wollongong to study and they think they want to change to another degree or another major.
Yeah, I mean, they can make an application that will be assessed on an individual basis, provided, I mean, the eligibility will be assessed at that point in time, and the number of credits will depend on the new program which they would like to go, and then what do you say, the subject mapping. Okay, the subjects may match for 3-4 subjects or 5-6 subjects. It depends on which program, which major they would like to go.
Right. Rồi thì thứ nhất là về câu hỏi, nếu mà bạn chưa thành thạo các kỹ năng về máy tính hay là cũng chưa tiếp xúc gì với công nghệ ngôn ngữ lập trình á, thì cái này các bạn không cần phải lo. Thầy nói là mình chỉ cần mình yêu thích cái ngành này và mình muốn phát triển trong cái ngành này thôi. Còn tất cả những cái mà liên quan đến các cái kỹ năng để mà học cái chương trình này á, thì các bạn sẽ học bắt đầu từ đầu, cho nên mình không cần phải lo lắng về phần này. Ở trường mình sẽ dạy từ bắt đầu luôn, tất cả những thứ liên quan đến ngôn ngữ lập trình hay công nghệ hay là máy tính thì cũng bắt đầu dạy các bạn từ cái mức nền tảng nhất, cho nên mình không cần phải lo về vấn đề này. Mình yêu thích ngành này, mình muốn theo ngành này là được. Rồi nếu như mà giai đoạn 2 khi mà bạn qua Úc, bạn muốn chuyển ngành học thì vẫn được nha, vẫn được. Tuy nhiên á, thì nó tùy thuộc vào cái việc là bạn đã học bao nhiêu môn, thời điểm bạn chuyển là khi nào, bạn đã học bao nhiêu môn, những môn đó là môn gì. Cho nên rằng là khi ví dụ như bạn chuyển một ngành khác hay là bạn chuyển qua một cái bằng cấp khác á, thì cái môn học của bạn có thể là sẽ không được công nhận ở cái ngành mới, thì bạn sẽ mất công bạn phải học lại. Đó, thế thôi. Còn khi mà bạn chuyển thì đương nhiên là bạn vẫn có thể là bạn nộp đơn bạn xin chuyển ra trường, nhưng đó thì lưu ý nó sẽ tốn thêm thời gian của bạn, nó sẽ tốn thêm chi phí của bạn ha, nếu mà bạn muốn chuyển ngành. Rồi thì chị có gửi một cái link feedback form cho buổi hôm nay ở trong cái phần chat box, nhờ các bạn điền vào cái form này giúp chị, thì để có những cái tụi chị có thêm những cái thông tin mà tụi chị cải thiện cho những cái hoạt động sau này dành cho các bạn, cũng như rằng là để tụi chị lưu lại thông tin của các bạn để có thể ghi nhận cái certificate cho các bạn tham gia cái chuỗi GP Discover này ha. Thì mình sẽ có cái giấy chứng nhận GP Discovery Hero, và dựa trên những cái thông tin của các bạn điền vào cái form trong buổi hôm nay. Right. Mình có những cái câu hỏi nào nữa không, trước khi chắc cũng khoảng gần 1 tiếng rồi, trước khi mình wrap up buổi hôm nay thì mình còn câu hỏi nào dành cho thầy thì mình có thể thả vào trong chat box sao?
Sorry, while we are talking, I just checked online. The BBIS program is on the eligible extended post-study work rights visa category. That means any student graduate with a BBIS program in Wollongong campus, they will get 4-year stay-back visa.
For bachelor.
Yeah, for bachelor.
Yeah, great. Okay.
4 years stay back. You
4
come to
years.
Wollongong to study 2 years, then you get 4 years stay back visa, post-study work rights visa.
Okay, got it. Right.
Yeah.
Rồi đối với thầy vừa mới check lại ha, đối với cái bằng mà BBIS của mình á, thì thay vì là 2 năm cộng với lại một original status là 3 năm thì mình sẽ extend thêm được 1 năm, đó là 4 năm, tại vì cái này nằm trong cái danh sách những cái ngành mà được ưu tiên ha. Thì mình post-study work visa, nếu mình học ở Wollongong 2 năm, chắc chắn là mô hình của mình thì phải học 2 năm rồi, là 1 cộng 2 rồi, thì sau 2 năm đó bạn sẽ được 4 năm xin visa, post-study work visa được 4 năm trở lại ha. Còn chi tiết về visa thì bên chương trình, nếu mà các em hỏi bên chương trình thì sẽ được hỗ trợ thông tin kỹ hơn. Có một bạn hỏi lại về học BBIS sẽ làm công việc gì. Alright, this one student, I mean, they not quite clear yet. So after they graduate from this degree, what kind of job they want to do?
What kind of job? That's what I showed in the slide.
Yeah, I think they
I'm
missed
happy to
that
share.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to share the slides, which you can email to the slides.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can work as a business analyst or a programmer, and you can work in the stock market brokerage, or you can work as a financial planner, event manager. You can work as information, what do you call it, a data information analyst. Or you can work as what do you call the in both government and non-government sectors, where project manager. These are some of the examples, but I'm more than happy to share the slides, and which you can share it with those parents or students.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah.
Rồi đối với cái ngành này thì thầy có hồi nãy thầy có một cái slide thì list ra rất là nhiều những cái cơ hội nghề nghiệp trong ngành này. Ở đây thì chị tóm lại một chút xíu, cái slide thì chị sẽ update ở trên cái event package cho các bạn ha. Nhưng mà nhìn chung thì các bạn có thể tốt nghiệp cái học ngành này xong các bạn có thể làm về lập trình viên nè, programming nè, hoặc các bạn có thể làm business analyst, là những người mà phân tích về doanh nghiệp, hoặc là các bạn làm, nếu mà các bạn yêu thích về cái phần dữ liệu về data thì các bạn sẽ làm về bên cái mảng liên quan đến gọi là quản trị dữ liệu nhiều hơn, hoặc là mình có thể làm quản lý dự án ở trong những cái của dự án của chính phủ, hay thậm chí là những cái dự án phi chính phủ nữa. Thì cái mảng ngành nghề nó sẽ rất là rộng, chủ yếu thì mình sẽ tập trung vào những cái liên quan đến việc xử lý và quản trị dữ liệu ha. Okay, I think, yeah, that's almost every question that we receive, and we're coming to the end of the session already. Right, thank you so much for sharing more about BBIS degree and more about Wollongong, how's Wollongong's like, and very valuable advice for our student. Oh, there's one student raised hand.
Yep,
Hey,
trying.
yeah, Minh, right? Minh. You can
Yep.
unmute and ask directly.
Em hỏi trực tiếp thầy có được không á chị?
Được, cứ hỏi trực tiếp thầy.
Hi, my name is Min, and I have a question that if I study the bachelor's of BA and then graduate, and I have an intention to work for about 1 year and then come back study master, so the credit points that I have completed in bachelor BA, so do I have to study all of that again or just continue in master degree?
Okay. I mean, I will say what I've understood from your question is, if you come as a BBIS 1+2 student, you already spent 2 years in Australia, and as soon as you graduate from 2-year study, then you apply for a post-study work visa, in which you get 4-year stay back option. In those 4 years, you can work full-time or you can study. It's up to you. Okay. However, if you come to Australia to study 1-year program, for some reason you just study 1 year, then you won't get stay back visa. That means then you need to continue your master's program immediately, and you have to study at least 1-year master's program. So that means 1 year UG, 1 year PG makes you 2-year study. Then you are eligible for a stay back visa option. Yeah, I hope it clarifies your question, Min.
Yeah, which means like I can work for 1 year, then come back study master degree, and I just have to complete it in 1 year or 2 years in total.
Oh yeah. Yep, no problem. I mean, you have 4 year. The 4 year you have a visa to remain legally in Australia, to work full-time or to study full-time or just do nothing. It's up to you. Okay. For example, let's assume you get a visa in 2026. 2026 is your post-study work visa started. That visa is valid up to 2030. So in those 4 years, you travel, come anytime, and work or study, doesn't matter.
So like how long do I have to take to complete this master degree in Master of Business Analytics?
1 year is the duration of the program.
Thank you.
Yeah, but look, you work for 3 years and then you can do the last year, you can study your master's, or you work for 4 years and then you apply for a student visa again to do a 1-year master's program. That's also possible. Good, thank you, Min.
Thank you.
Alright.
Chị ơi, em muốn reconfirm với chị một chút xíu. Có phải ý thầy là em có thể sau cái bachelor xong rồi em đi làm rồi sau đó em come back để học master 1 năm là vẫn ok đúng không ạ?
Đúng rồi, không ảnh hưởng gì hết ha.
Dạ vâng.
Tại vì chỉ clear một chút về cái chương trình master của mình đó. Tại vì nếu như mà cái chương trình master mà các bạn học ở, ví dụ như các bạn tốt nghiệp cái bằng về BA mà bạn học lên BA luôn á, thì nó là cái việc mà được miễn cái tín chỉ liên quan, bởi vì hai cái bằng cũng liên quan. Cho nên dù các bạn học xong các bạn đi làm hay các bạn quay lại học sau đó, thì bởi vì là các bạn đã học rồi thì các bạn sẽ được miễn những phần đó. Nó không ảnh hưởng gì đến chuyện là các bạn có đi làm ở giữa hay không.
Dạ em cảm ơn.
Đó, thôi đó là nguyên do của cái Việt Nam nha. Rồi. Okay, there's one more question they want to confirm. So for this major, they only need to study 1+2. It means 2 years in Wollongong, and they will have 4 years for the post-study work visa. And in normal, if they study in big city like Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, so they're gonna have 3 years, right? 1 year extend for this major, right? Got it. Okay, có một bạn đã confirm lại cái chỗ này một chút xíu, thì nếu mà mình học ngành này 1+2 nha mọi người, 1+2 thì tức là 2 năm học ở Wollongong thì bạn sẽ được 4 năm cho cái visa, gọi là cái giấy phép làm việc sau đó. Còn nếu như mà ở các thành phố lớn thì mình sẽ được 3 năm, tức là 2 năm bình thường với 1 năm mở rộng ra cho cái khối ngành này, riêng cho cái bằng này ha. Okay. Right, I think coming to an end already. So thank you so much for your sharing and all information.
Thank you.
Please have to share the slide. I will send it to our
Sure.
student.
I will.
All right, and I
will do that.
yeah, I hope to see you in the upcoming events.
Sure, we will. Thank you, and let's be in touch. And then it's nice meeting, nice engaging with all the students, and all the very best to each and every student. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Cảm ơn
Thanks,
tất cả các bạn đã tham gia buổi ngày hôm nay ha. Mọi người nhớ cái điền form feedback thì tụi chị mới ghi nhận tham gia được nha các bạn. Rồi về slide và cái phần recording, phần trình bày của thầy ấy, thì tụi chị sẽ upload lên trên cái event package để các bạn có thông tin và mình sẽ đọc lại và sau cái buổi ngày hôm nay mình nghiền ngẫm lại thêm sau cái buổi ngày hôm nay ha. Rồi, cảm ơn các bạn đã tham gia buổi chiều hôm nay. Xin chào các bạn và hẹn gặp lại các bạn trong các buổi lần sau. Right, thank you. Goodbye. See you later.